let's move this around. Whoopsie. Hi, good morning, and welcome back to the Kristin Omdahl Show. This is episode 1150, and we are here live in Southwest Florida in my studio today. I have been a busy bee all weekend. I have lots of projects in process to show you. I have a ton of loose ends to weave in, and I might start on that while we're chatting this morning. If you're joining me live, please say hello. Let me know if you have any questions for me. Let me know if you have any requests for me. Let me know what you've been working on this weekend. I'm not convinced I like my hair today. I did this yesterday. I wrapped a bandana around my ponytail, and I think I did a better job yesterday than I did today. Whatever. You know what? You can't try new things if you don't mess up along the way, right? You got to break a few eggs to make an omelet. Hi, Sunshine. Hi, Leona. Hi, Judy and Sharon, Tammy, Joe. I clean my glasses. I have another project to bring up as well. Let's see. Hi, Carrie and Judy. Good morning. Hi, Leona. Glad you all could be here. I know it takes a few minutes for people to pop over from pre-chat and notifications, so I will wait to begin. Give everybody a chance to get here. If you end up watching the recorded version, also feel welcome to say hello. I know not everybody watches the live version. In fact, most people watch the recorded version, so always feel welcome to be interactive. I believe you can still watch the chat even in the recording. If anybody wants to confirm or deny that for me, because I don't rewatch the show. When you rewatch the show, I'm pretty sure you can still watch the live chat as well to see what it is that I'm answering as we go. Hi, Donna and Joe. Good morning. I'm not sure if that's true or not. Hi, Judy. Good morning. Tammy says, yes, you can. So does Judy. Okay, so yes, so if you're watching the recorded version, you can read the live chat. You can also leave fixed comments, public comments on the video, and I get notified from those, so I can answer your questions there. I can respond to you there. I can acknowledge you there. Hi, Terry. Good morning. And if I have a quick answer for you, I will answer you right there on the spot. Go back and watch any of my videos. You'll see the answers right below in replies. Also, if I think it's a subject that is better suited for a topic on the show, I will save it and talk about it on the next show, as you see me do all the time. I often reference a comment from the day prior or a few days prior and answer it on the show as well. You may notice that my necklace is missing today. The last time I replaced my chain, I think I bought it too small. I bought a size 16 chain instead of 18, and I've had a horrible time lately with irritation along the back of my neck, and I kept making excuses for it, saying it was something this and something that, and it turns out I do believe it's now my necklace. So until the replacement necklace comes, which will be an 18-inch chain, I will not be wearing my heart necklace, and it doesn't arrive till Thursday, which you know what that means with Amazon. It won't be here till Thursday night, so it's going to be a whole week without my necklace. I feel a little naked without it on. Might have to go borrow one of those longer chains from those long necklaces I bought a couple years ago for taking to Knit and Crochet Now for my episodes on the show. Might have to borrow one of those so I can at least wear it long until the chain comes in, because I feel naked without it, but whatever. I know I'll probably get some sort of question about it. Hi, Kat. Hi, Carla. Thank you, Donna. Hi, Marcia. Tammy, go ahead and ask. Anytime you have a question, ask. If it's something I can answer, you know I will. Hi, Val. Hi, Trudy. And if it's something I don't know an answer to, I'm very, very adamant about using the words I don't know. In fact, I've taught this to Marlon his whole life. If you don't have an answer, you are doing people a justice by saying, I don't know. Don't make it up. Don't guess. Don't assume. I don't know. I don't know, and let me see if I can find out is a great answer also, which you know is more my style, because if I don't know the answer to something, you know I want to know the answer to something. I am insatiably curious, so yeah. If I don't have an answer, I will tell you I don't have an answer. I will not make it up, and I will find an answer if I can. I know, it's really important to me. It's always been important to me. All right, let me grab one more project here because I got a lot to show you today. And you may see me petting something under the camera, and you know why, don't you? We have a very special guest with us here this morning. We have baby Bjorn. Sugar, you want to come say hi? Do I have to? I gotta pull him out so you can say hi to this sweet baby kitty. He's been so sweet all morning. Oh, it's a baby. Oh, it's a baby. I'm gonna say hi to everybody. Hi. Hi, everybody. Somebody happy to be home? Yeah. You happy Mama's home? He sure is. Starting Thursday, I have a very busy catering. I have a very busy 2 weeks of catering coming up starting on Thursday, which is always really difficult for me to figure out whether or not I take him to my mom's house or leave him here. I wish he could tell me if he likes to be left alone or not. You know, some kitties like their alone time. I do not believe baby Bjorn likes his alone time. It's just, my gut tells me he doesn't. I think it's because he had a sibling his entire life until abruptly last year when our sweet Becker Boo Boo passed away unexpectedly, and I just don't think he enjoys his alone time. So I have until Thursday to figure it out. All right, I did not cater at all this weekend, and it's going to be obvious when I show you how busy I've been. Oh, but I want to run back for a second and reply to Donna. Donna said she liked my jacket. I've been going to Marshall's a little bit lately to try and, it's funny because the clothes that I wear every day are not necessarily appropriate for going to these meetings that I go to with Chef to talk to prospective clients about upcoming really big catering events. And because it's really expensive places we're going and very wealthy clients and all of that, I feel like my clothes just need a little oomph. And Marshall seems to be the best place to do that because it's still super affordable, and I'd rather see things in person than buy on Amazon for things that I have to do in person. I feel like when I buy things on Amazon, I have a little more wiggle room because it's either stuff that I'm filming for Knit and Crochet now, or did, let's use past tense for that, or filming for here, or filming in general, or photography. Whereas when I'm going somewhere in public, I really want to see the fabric and see the details before I go. So I've been doing a little shopping at Marshall's lately. And this I picked up yesterday, and this is a little longer of a story, but I'll try to keep it short. You know, I shame myself into not buying things I like at stores often, and have for almost 18 years, almost 19 years now, because I say, oh, you could make something like that. Why don't you make a pattern for it instead? And I'm sure some of you do that as well. And this is one of them. I've been looking at these lace cardigan cover-ups for, I don't know, 5 years. How long have they been out now? 5 years. Look at that rose in the center back. How gorgeous is this? And I bought it for wearing in lieu of a blazer, to be a little more feminine when I go to meetings. And I tried it on over this over one of my maxi dresses like this yesterday in the store, and I was like, oh my goodness, it even looks good over a maxi dress. So I thought, if it looks good over a maxi dress, it'll look great over something a little more professional going to meetings. And it was $9. So I was like, sold. Anyway, I feel like I never want to take it off. It feels so Hollywood and glamorous. I love it. So yeah, where was I going with all this? I was replying to Donna about, I know, Tammy, I know. And that's why after 5 years and seeing this and knowing that I thought it would be really great at meetings, I decided, forget it. I'm buying it for $9. First of all, you're not going to make it for $9 either, right? Hi, Thea. Okay, who's ready to see how busy I've been this weekend? I have 3 projects that are almost completely done. Need some ends woven in before I can make some new patterns that you are going to love. So you may have seen that the Dahlia pullover was released last week, and this does require a little bit of chatting about today, because this pattern, I absolutely love the way I wrote this pattern, and I wish I would have written patterns this way a long time ago, and I want to write patterns this way for a while right now because I'm loving the concept. So I haven't often done patterns in motifs to make sized garments for a number of reasons. Number one being I've often, especially when I had my own yarn, I was making patterns specifically for a specific yarn. And now that I'm not selling yarn, I'm not encouraging you to make any pattern in any given yarn. It's making me focus more on the fact that let's figure out how to write patterns where you can make them in any weight yarn for any size, so that I don't get these comments, oh, I like it, but I wish it was X. Oh, I like it, but I wish it was Y. Well, I figured out a way to write patterns so that you can modify them for any size in any weight yarn. Who likes that? Has anybody seen the written pattern on this one yet? Have you seen how much flexibility you have in this? I wrote it for 8 sizes, and I explain how you can modify these squares to make it in any weight yarn by either exaggerating the gauge, modifying the gauge, or continuing on and making more rounds, or decreasing and making less rounds to make the squares the size you need to make the size you want to make. Has anybody seen that? Does anybody understand how much amazing information that is in the pattern? And I want to wait a second, because anybody that has gotten the pattern and seen that is must have already gone, wow, this is a pattern I can use a gazillion different ways, right? And like I said, I've designed almost 950 patterns to date, and counting, of course. And I haven't really focused on this before because for a number of reasons. When I've designed for yarn companies and for magazines and for books even, it's very specifically focused on the yarn that you used. And even when I had my own yarn, I did that for the same thing. Somebody's giving me, okay. Anyway, I'll deal with that later. People always contact me on the show, during the show. I don't get it. Anyway, where was I going with this? I got heavily distracted for a second. Where was I? Shoot. Oh wait, somebody will know where I was. I got distracted by an important text that I'm not going to deal with right now, but it really distracted me. Oh, I was saying why the patterns were so focused on a specific yarn, so that I wrote it specifically for a yarn. And whether I was getting paid by a company or promoting my own products, it made sense to focus on that yarn. But now I don't have to focus on anything, and it made me realize that, especially when working in motifs, it's a lot easier to explain how you can modify something. And having 18, 19, 20 years experience, I think I'm close to 20 years experience now, somewhere in that range anyway. And it made me realize that there are ways to modify something to be done in any weight yarn. And what an amazing feature to have in a pattern, because then that pattern becomes so much more valuable to you, because depending on whatever yarn you want to use for whatever aesthetic you want. Do you want something thick, bulky, and cozy for winter? Do you want, and casual? Do you want something dressy to wear to a wedding or a fancy event? Do you want something loose and airy and lightweight for summer? Like, depending on what you want, or what yarn do you want to use up in your stash, or what yarn did you just fall in love with at a store and you must make something in it right now. It makes my pattern that much more flexible, so that if you like the design, you can make it in any yarn. And again, I shared eight sizes from 32-inch to 60-inch bust, but once you see how I did the math for all of that, you could modify it even further from there, which is exciting. Does everybody understand that? And you don't have to necessarily understand how I did it. All I'm saying is, do you understand how much value the pattern has? And that's the Dahlia crochet motif pullover. And that's this pattern right here. And for those of you that might ask, it's not a long pattern. It's not cropped. It comes to your waist. You can see that in my photos, but you could also make it longer. You could make this body band, the bottom, you could make that much longer as well. So you could modify it. You could make it oversized. You could make it smaller. You could do anything you want. You could make the sleeves longer or shorter if you want. Hi, Martha. I don't see any issues with the video freezing. All right, does anybody have any questions? This could be made in a solid color. It could be made in color blocked squares. It could be made in multiple colors where you change color every round. There's all different ways that you could modify this as well. You don't have to do it in the same yarn that I did either. And like I said, you don't have to do it in the same weight yarn either. You could modify in a bunch of different ways. Hi, LaShara. Hi, Angie. What am I talking about? Well, I'm talking about the Dahlia crochet motif pullover. And if you'd like to learn more about it, just go back and watch the show from the beginning, from wherever you started in. Yes, Terry, it would be great in a thinner yarn too, absolutely. So, let's see, that brings me to, let's talk about, I did another project in that yarn, but in a different color yarn, and this is a project where I used only 4 motifs, and this really ties into Crochet Power Book as well. For those of you that have Crochet Power Book, you'll know that you have each stitch pattern is shown even in rows, even in rounds, increase in rows, and increase in rounds. Well, here's another reason why increase in rows and increase in rounds is so, you know what? You could do this with any motif as well. You could follow the sizing chart in this pattern to do this style garment in any motif as well. As long as you make them to the right size, as long as you make the squares to whatever size you want your finished garment to be, you can substitute any motif in that design as well. So again, really a lot more value add to the pattern. Okay, so the next pattern I'm going to show you, the way I'm going to be designing this pattern is by growing your motifs to make whatever size you need. So 9 rounds is how big I made it to make, or no, I did 11 rounds to make a 40-inch sweater, okay? A 40-inch bust sweater. Whether you do, and this is a pattern that has 1 row increase, it's a 1 row repeat pattern, it's a granny stitch, but it's done even in, or increase in rounds, making a square, and it's top down increase in rows to make 2 square motifs for 2 sleeves and 2 triangle motifs to invert for the front and back, okay? Hopefully that makes sense, and ta-da! Here's the finished top. Can you see the granny square here? That looks like a regular granny square, right? But when folded in half and joined together with 2 inverted triangles, it makes a top. And I wanted to make it a little bit longer, and I definitely wanted to keep the bohemian vibe. So I added 2 rounds to lengthen the body, and then I added some crochet fringe from Crochet Power 2, which is in in the fringe chapter. And I can try it on so you can see how adorable. Notice the ends aren't woven in. This pattern is not written yet, or is not completed yet. You can't find it yet, but it's coming. And I will be able to explain to you how to make this in any weight yarn, in any size, and how cute is that? Is that not an adorable top? I absolutely love it on. Now, you could make it in a size that fits you like this, or you could make it oversized and make a poncho as well. So lots of ways to do this. It's cute worn to fit, but it'll be cute oversized as well. And super easy. 4 motifs, 2 triangles, 2 squares, and honestly, you could mix and match any increasing square and increasing triangle. You could take any stitch pattern in Crochet Power 1 to make this construction style with 2 squares and 2 triangles of any given pattern. Honestly, if you made them to the right size, you could mix and match any motifs to do that as well. Thanks, Martha. I love my new sheer wrap. I love it. And I'm going to put it back on in a second, but I want to show you another motif top that I started this with. This one went really fast too. I'm making a tank top. I am not keeping these straps. I think I'm going to try to combine more of these half motifs to create a cap sleeve here, but I made some quick straps last night just so I could try it on and see if it fit, which it does, and then I'll add some sort of a basic simple band along the bottom. And this was inspired by this orange, pink, and white wrap skirt that I got at Marshall's for like $12 last week, and I was like, it would look really cute with a crochet tank top and a jean jacket over the top. So I grabbed some yarn and I started making a white tank top. So I'll show you everything once it's I'll show you the skirt when that's what I'll be styling this with. But I can't decide if I'm going to leave the straps or if I'm going to add a cap sleeve to it with more motifs. I do like it the way it is, but I do know that a lot of people will not be happy if I don't add sleeves, so I'm going to probably add them. And this is a stitch pattern in Crochet Power. This is the Elise stitch pattern, and this is the increase in rows, and this is the increase in rounds. Okay, so again, because it's an increasing stitch pattern, once I tell you what size squares will make what size garment, you can mix and match any square with its triangle counterpart to make this in any motif. You'll be able to make sized garments in any motif. Hi, Myrna. Isn't this beautiful? I cannot wait to wear this. And because the skirt it's a wrap skirt, it has a ruffle coming down the side, and it's like this really tropical, really lightweight cotton fabric. It has white embroidery on it as well. It's super cute. And I'm either going to wear a white tank top underneath this, or I might go with a coral or pink from the skirt underneath it, but then I'll wear it with then I'm going to wear the whole thing with a jean jacket over the top for a jacket. And inspired and thinking about going to meetings and stuff, because I don't go out otherwise, so going to meetings is the only time I can dress up. Isn't that cute? I'm so excited about that. And I'm really excited to show you the next piece. This is probably the piece that I'm most excited about. I don't know, I'm excited about all of these, but not all the ends are woven in on here either, but I finished my maxi dress. Can you see how happy I am and how excited I am? So what I did is I started by making the skirt. Because I wanted to incorporate this really large motif and make a little mini motif to fill in the holes between the large motifs, right? And I didn't do it at the bottom because I really love the scalloped hem of seeing the big motifs without a little mini in between them. And then when I was thinking about doing the top, I thought how cute it would be to pull this mini motif and literally make the upper body fabric out of that mini motif so that it would match. Okay? And then I joined them together. Now, you could do the skirt separate, you could do the top separate, but I joined them together and left an eyelet hole so that I could add a belt, because I thought it would be really fun to add a belt so that you could either blouse this up and shorten the skirt, or cinch it so that you had more waist shaping, or here, I'll try it on because I want you to see. I added a triangle half motif manipulation of the square motif at the arms so that I could create cap sleeves. How cute is this? And then I did a corset tie in the front because you know I can't stop myself from corset tying anything. You could join those motifs if you would prefer. And as you can see here, here's a triangle here before the squares at the top and a triangle here, and that's what gives you the cap sleeve instead of a full sleeve. I can't really back up enough. I could stand up here maybe so you can see the skirt. There, you can see more of the skirt. Isn't it beautiful? It's gonna be so pretty, right? And think of all the different ways you could wear this. You could wear this with a jacket. You could wear this without a jacket. You could wear this with any color dress underneath. I'm wearing it with a maxi dress. That's not even flattering under here. I would wear it with a bodycon dress. And as you can see, with a dark layer underneath, the contrast is absolutely gorgeous. But don't limit yourself to black. It could be wine. It could be navy. It could be forest green. You do a dark color that you like underneath and something that you would feel proud or feel comfortable wearing and styling. You could also go with a white underneath. You could go with nude underlayer, and you could even go with a pop of color. You could do coral, turquoise, raspberry, whatever, any color that you would want. If you styled it with that in mind, you could actually pull this off in a number of colors for your underlayer. But I'm really excited to finish this, style it, photograph it, release the pattern, and see what you guys come up with it too. Thank you, Andrea. I absolutely love it. Yeah, I was a busy bee having the weekend off from catering, for sure. I sat here with baby Bjorn, watched a bunch of Netflix. Yes, that would be beautiful for a wedding, absolutely. You could even wear it as a beach cover-up on vacation, too. You don't have to wear an underlay. You could wear your bathing suit underneath it. One piece, two piece, doesn't really matter. Now, I didn't start that dress this weekend. That dress has been weeks in the making. I added the sleeves this weekend. I literally made this top in one day. This was all day yesterday. This, I believe, was all day Saturday. And then I've been working on this one for weeks, but finished the sleeves this weekend. But yes, overall, I would call that a very busy weekend. Thank you, Andrea. Thank you. Thank you, LaShera. Thanks, Marcia. Thanks, Judy. Yeah, super busy, super busy. I literally sat here with baby Bjorn and just crocheted all weekend. That's all I did. And watched Netflix. What did I watch? Oh, I watched a documentary on that Malaysian aircraft that went missing several years ago called MH280, I think. It was a docu-series on Netflix. That was good. I also watched, what else did I watch? I watched Treason, a British crime espionage limited series. And and yesterday on Paramount Plus, I found they have the Love Boat on there. So I started the Love Boat from the beginning, season 1, episode 1, and I think I might just go all the way through. Thanks, Carla. Thanks, Mary. Yeah, I'm excited to photograph the dress. I have some ideas of where I want to go to photograph it, and it will depend on the weather, of course. Unfortunately, we're having some really bad red tide still, so I can't go to the beach. It would be really nice to photograph some of these things at the beach, but not at the expense of my health. So I know some people are still going to the beach, but when the red tide is strong, it really bothers me, and it bothers me in my lungs, and that's very uncomfortable to me. I don't want to be uncomfortable in my lungs voluntarily, ever, and I'm sure you can understand that. I mean, and you don't even know what the full ramifications are. What if it made you really sick? Fitted midi dress. The length that Judy's sharing right now is the dress that I've bought in a gazillion colors that I love to wear as a slip underneath my maxi dresses when I knit and crochet them. And it's a nice length for long dresses. It's nice and fitted, and it has nice straps. So, and it's very comfortable, washes really well. It's kind of like a stretchy t-shirt material. And although I don't feel comfortable wearing that tight of a dress on its own, it looks amazing underneath a crocheted or knit maxi dress. Thanks, Thea. Oh, that's right. I was going to do something else today, too. That's not it. Here we go. You don't have to choose, LaShara. You can make all of them. Thank you. I'm glad you think they're so pretty. I'm very excited. Oh, and if you're if you're one of my patrons on Patreon, I did share. I've been sharing a bunch of behind the scenes there this weekend. So if you're there, you might enjoy that. Also, I shared a poll on there this morning, and if you would like to participate in my poll, you can, if you're on my Patreon, you can go over there and vote on my newest poll. Thank you, Val. I absolutely love designing clothes. You know that. And I'm really, really, really enjoying this new chapter in my life where I'm not designing based on yarn. I'm designing based on aesthetic of what I want to make. Judy is seconding how great that midi dress works as a slip under a crochet dress. Is awesome. Hi, Roberta. What yarn did I use for the dress? I used Hobie Yarn's Friends Cotton 86, which is a sport weight 100% cotton yarn. And on the white tank top, I used Hobie Yarn's recycled cotton. And then on the two colorwork tops, on this one and on the Dahlia, I used Knit Picks Bravo worsted stripe with a coordinating solid color of Bravo worsted. All of that is linked in the patterns as well, or is linked in the pattern that's published and will be linked in the other patterns when they're published. Oh, we've got a sweet cuddly baby here this morning. All right, does anybody have any other questions? Great questions, everybody. What do you think of this color of glasses? I buy cheap glasses on Amazon, which means they last for a while, but they don't last forever. And so, although I do love the hot pink ones that I wear all the time, I ended up buying that set of glasses in a couple other colorways. They're in the car. Do you want me to run out and grab them to show you, or you just want I could show them to you tomorrow? I bought a pink tortoiseshell, a solid black, the pink that I normally love, and a couple other prints. Do you want me to run out? It'd take me 2 minutes, take me a minute to run out and grab them. If you want me to, I will. And what do you think of this light, like nude color? It's almost like a nude blush pink. You like it, Martha? I haven't decided if I like them yet. I think they're just different. I'm used to wearing that bright pink one right now. Hi, Angela. But if you want me to show you all 6 colors I got, I can run out to the car. It'll take me no more than a minute. I'll just wait and see if there's a yes or a no. Otherwise, I could save it for tomorrow. If anybody's interested in bright colors. Angela says yes. All right, you know me. I'm more excited to show you than not. So as long as anybody... Okay, give me 1 minute. How long was that? Was that even a minute? I don't even think it was a minute, was it? Probably not. Okay. All right, let me show you the other colors. Was it even a minute? Hi, Cinderella. Okay, good. I got more yeses while I was gone. I don't even think it was a minute. Okay, so this is the brand. Is it going to show up my delay? It's a delay over here. Let's see if I can refresh this. I'm going to go to an ad. All right, so here's the brand. It is in my Amazon shop because I bought them before. Oh, I bought some earrings on Amazon this weekend too, but I didn't upload them, and haven't showed them yet, so I'll show them tomorrow. All right, so here's the hot pink that I absolutely love. I wear these all the time, and I do get compliments wearing them as well, but unfortunately the brand that I buy them from doesn't sell them individually. They only sell them in 3-packs with other colors. So I bought them with this, I think they call this tea. It's a really pale, like beige pink, which is pretty. I do like it. Then, what's this one? Oh, this is another, this is what they call a floral. It looks almost like tortoiseshell, but it's more of a geometric print, and you can see it up close. See how it's more of a geometric in there? But it does have a tortoiseshell vibe. I do like these a lot. I've worn these a bunch too. And then I got them in black, and I'm not sure how I feel about the black. You'll have to tell me. I'm not used to wearing black frames. Is that too harsh on my skin tone, or what do you think? Probably better in a black outfit than not, but I'm not used to wearing black frames, and I'm not sure if it looks too bold or not. I can't decide. You tell me. Maybe with a brighter lip color, maybe with something, I don't know. Anyway, I want to like them, but I can't wrap my head around whether or not they're flattering on me or not. And then this is a new set that I got, and this is a pink tortoiseshell. I like the idea of it, but I feel like the pattern's a little weird. It's almost a little too busy. What do you think? Do you like the pink tortoiseshell? I liked the concept of it, and then I tried it on. I went, I don't know. So you tell me. Hi, Joan. And then it came with more of the light pink ones. So you tell me which colors you like. I already know I love this hot pink. If I could buy just a whole package of these, I probably would, because I really like this color on, and it matches my lipstick. It matches colors that I wear a lot. Then I am wrapping my head around the pale pink, because I kind of like these too. I know I already like this geometric one that I think they call dried flowers. I know I like this one. I wear this one pretty often as well. So the ones that I'm on the fence about that you can tell me are the black and the pink tortoiseshell. I wish there was a little, maybe it's not busy enough. I wish the black and the pink were more blended together better. Martha, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping the black would look cute with like a white top and bright lipstick and maybe my hair down. Yes. Then, because I do like the way it looks on other people, and I really wanted to like these. I don't know if I like these. And unfortunately, it came with, fortunately or unfortunately, it came with 2 more pairs of the that light tea, light brown pink color, which now I got 3 of these. So I'm trying to get used to them. So what are your favorites? And which ones don't you like? I'm asking because I'm on the fence about some of them. Judy agrees it's a strange pattern. I know, what a bummer. I really wanted to like them, but I don't. I really wanted to like them. Judy, you like the hot pink best, or you like the pale pink? Which pink are you talking about? The hot pink's my favorite, and if they would sell that in a 3-pack, I would buy it. And then there was another brand that I saw in there that sold this style of glasses, but I agree, Carla. I think that I just need to style myself differently for the black frame, because I really like them. I feel like they're kind of like smart looking. Martha likes the tea and the bright pink. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna have to style myself differently for the black frames, because I do like them, and I like the idea of looking cute in them, if that makes sense. Melody likes the tea color best in me. All right, thank you. Thanks, Angela. I like the hot pink too. Joan loves the pale pink too. All right, I'm gonna wear these today. In fact, do I have to leave the house today? I don't know. I'll wear them the next time I leave the house and see if anybody notices. Yeah, the flower print I like a lot. That's this one. When you go to the product page on Amazon, they call it dried flowers, which would be cool if they were dried flowers set in acrylic, but it's really more of a geometric pattern, and from a distance it looks like a really cool tortoise shell. It has some purple, pink, and teal in it, and I have always liked those a lot too. Yeah, Melanie, I know. I like all of them but the pink tortoise shell too, and I'm so bummed about it because I was really excited to get those thinking they were going to be cool. Oh well. Okay, this might sound crazy, and if it's totally crazy, just tell me and I won't do it. What do you think of bedazzling one of these pair? Do you think crystals would look crazy on glasses? Because if there's one that we don't like, right? It would be a good candidate for bedazzling. I was thinking putting some little flat back rhinestones all over the front frames of something. That might be fun. Maybe that one we don't like would be a good candidate. And if I did that, should it be all clear crystals or should it be colors? Maybe it should be pink. Should it just be clear crystal? Because like if I did just clear crystal on the front, then that then the sides aren't nearly as bad, right? Like this wouldn't be too bad if this was all bedazzled, right? Oh, Martha already bedazzles old sunglasses for the beach. Good to know. I have flat back crystals somewhere, but I'll tell you what. After moving under duress a year ago and getting rid of 90% of my belongings and moving into less than 200 square feet, I can't believe Bjorn and I have been here for almost a year yet. Isn't that crazy? And overall, it's been great. It means that I have a really hard time figuring out where random things are. I want to say that the crystals are here and not in the storage unit, which would be amazing because finding them in the storage unit would be a nightmare and finding them in a cupboard would not. The top and the temples, not the whole frames, just the top and this. I don't think I want to do these because that'll get caught in my hair, but I was thinking about doing the fronts of here. And then I'd have to figure out if it would be more flattering to do it in pink or to do it in clear. Maybe I'd have to paint them to do it in clear. The only pattern that is out so far of the ones I showed today is the Dahlia motif top. The other three I showed today are in progress. As you can see, the ends aren't even woven in yet, and as you've heard from my description, they're not. I haven't even finalized the designs, which means that the patterns are not written yet, the photos are not done, and the pattern is not released. But they're all coming soon because, as you can see, they are almost done. I am going to weave in all the ends today. I should probably get all that finished today. Maybe turn on some Love Boat or some Charlie's Angels. One of those would work. Hi, Willow. Hi, sweetheart. Hello. Yes, exactly, Carla. I have plenty of glasses, so I should experiment with bedazzling one of them. Although I have extras of these, but if this turns out to be my favorite, if I grow to like these and they're my favorite, it'll be great to have a couple extra pair. The reason I had to buy them this week is because once in a while I drop my glasses, and especially since I only wear them for reading, so I'm constantly doing this throughout the day or this throughout the day, and for somebody that doesn't wear glasses all day and takes them on and off, you know what happens. I drop them all the time too. So I end up scratching them, and I was down to my last pair of the pink ones last week, and I was running into the kitchen from running to the store for Chef, and my glasses fell off my head, lens down, and slid across the parking lot like they were sliding into home base. And so I had to look through scratched lenses for 3 days until my Amazon new glasses could arrive. So you can imagine how excited I am to have new glasses right now. Yeah, so I've been doing all this crochet work with messed up glasses all weekend. Fun. That's okay. I don't have to look that much when I crochet. Lucky me. All right, are there any other questions? We went long today, but it was fun. Hopefully you enjoyed it too. If you have any questions, please always feel welcome to come back. Like after the show, if you have questions, please always feel welcome to come back and leave them for me in the comments. If I can answer them right away, I will. If I think it's a topic for an upcoming show, I'll save it and let you know. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you like my channel, consider subscribing. Love to have you as a regular here. If you are interested in joining my Patreon, where I share a lot more behind the scenes and share a lot more of the, I don't know, more details of what's going on in my life and what's going on behind the scenes, and a lot of benefits and perks as well, head on over to my Patreon and consider subscribing. Hi, Chrissy. Thank you all so much. I appreciate you taking time out of your busy day to spend a few minutes with me. Let us make time to create, share, and inspire today and every day. And before we go, I want to share a quote with you. Let's start doing one quote a day again like we used to do. We used to do it on the beach, and you know, the beach isn't available to us right now, so until it is, why don't we go back to doing our quotes anyways? Do what you can with what you have where you are, by Theodore Roosevelt. This is the first quote in the Create, Share, Inspire Notebook Part 1, or Volume 1, Issue 1. Do what you can with what you have where you are. And if you'd like, we can close our eyes for 30 seconds, think about the quote, and set our minds to the positive intentions that we want to make a difference in our day-to-day. So if you'd like to close your eyes with me, I'm going to close my eyes for 30 seconds starting right now. Okay, hopefully you enjoyed that too. Let's read that quote one more time, because it is a good one, because there are no excuses. You know, we can focus on excuses, or we can focus on just doing what we want to do anytime we want. Do what you can with what you have where you are, by Theodore Roosevelt. It's such a powerful quote for letting go of our excuses. You know, we could make excuses for absolutely everything all day long, and when we let go of it, we can empower ourselves to do so much more. Maybe it's not exactly what you had in mind, but you can do what you can with what you have where you are at any given moment in the day. Even if it's different than what you originally intended, there are still plenty of things that you can do to be more creative, to be more positive, to be more kind, to be more anything that you want to be. Let us make time to create, share, and inspire today and every day. Have a wonderful day, everybody, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.